Hi, it's Jen Maleka, your functional health practitioner and expert, and I just wanted to drop into your email inbox today with a couple messages of gratitude in celebration of our Thanksgiving holiday that we have here in the US. And also these messages of gratitude are for all of you around the world. Now, the first thing that I want to say is that I am sincerely grateful for my connection with you, because it's people like you that inspire me to basically do the work that I do, to be out there on the forefront of the latest and greatest health information, natural remedies, and holistic lifestyle practices so that I can deliver that information to you and you can have all the pieces that you need to achieve your ideal health and weight and feel like your best self always. Now, my second message of gratitude is actually something that I want you to contemplate a little bit for yourself today. So as we're winding down the end of the year, this is always a perfect time of reflection. We look back and we go, gosh, the year is almost over. Look at all of these things that have happened to me or that I've experienced, right? And what's been coming up for me a lot this week is, in doing this reflection, noticing how I can have gratitude for all of my life experiences and how I can create greater health, wealth, or happiness through that gratitude and through those experiences. So life is never, easy, and our health is not always perfect, but we can still come from a place of empowerment by having gratitude for the experience and seeing what it is that, maybe we can learn from that experience, or what it is that our body is trying to teach us through the experience that we're having. And I'll give you an example of this because this has been coming up a lot with my clients lately. So I've had a couple of clients lately who, they've been working towards eating maybe like an anti-inflammatory diet or figuring out what foods are right for them, and sometimes this can feel really restrictive or limiting, and so they get stuck in the negative thought process of all of the foods that I can't have. Well, through our work together, I actually will encourage my clients from time to time to maybe have something that is not on their recommended foods list, for example. And so I've had a couple of clients recently who have experimented with this, and after cutting some things out of their diet, they will add some things back in to experiment with how their body responds to that. And I had two clients recently in particular who tried some foods, and these foods, they had a really negative reaction to these foods. And at first, they were really upset about it, which is totally normal and natural to be upset, realizing that these foods that you maybe have loved for your lifetime no longer work with you. But instead of getting down on that, I help them to turn it around and to realize, how can you come from a place of empowerment? Now that you have this information in front of you, how can you be empowered? Is this experience actually more disempowering and empowering? And we can come from a place of empowerment by taking that experience and recognizing that we actually do have the control, that we hold the keys to our health that we've always wanted. And when we slow down and listen and learn and acknowledge and accept the learnings that any experience has to offer us, then that is how we can create greater health, wealth, or happiness ultimately in our life. So taking that experience of understanding that a food doesn't work for your body, now you can be more empowered with your health. You can come from a place of making conscious choices on whether or not you're going to continue eating that food. You know the difference of feeling better or feeling worse after you eat that. So I take a look at my personal experiences that I've had in 2018. I have faced some of my hardest health challenges to date in terms of overcoming Hashimoto's and mold toxicity in my home, some pretty severe hormone imbalances that I had, and gut dysfunction that were related to all of those things. And it's easy to get in the cycle of, why is this happening to me? Feeling like a victim, everything's going wrong. But instead, we can use, like I said, those experiences to turn it around from a place of empowerment. And through my own personal health journey this year, through these experiences, I have so much gratitude for the appreciation that I have for my body, the connection that I now have with my body, and a better understanding of what it's maybe asking of me or what it's needing from me on a day-to-day basis, and also how things in my environment impact my health so that I can make more conscious choices to create a more health supporting environment all of the time. So this is my message for you guys. You know, on Thanksgiving, during this time of year, we have a tendency to sit down at our dinner table later today or over the course of the next couple days or through the holiday season with our family and friends, and we think about sometimes all of the material things that we are grateful for or the family and friends that we are grateful for, and we often don't express gratitude for our body and for our health. So for today or sometime over the next couple of weeks in this holiday season, my message to you is to take a moment, take an inventory of maybe all of the experiences that you've had with your health this year, things that have been going on with your body, and to connect with that and see if you can find some gratitude in those experiences. What are the things that you might be able to learn from those experiences or those instances, and how can you use that information, how can you use that gratitude and those learnings or those teachings to come from a place of empowerment so that you can create greater health and maybe even wealth and happiness going into the new year, into 2018. So those are my messages of gratitude for you today. Like I said, in celebration of Thanksgiving, a day of thanks for us here in the U.S., and also my message to all of you around the world. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody, and cheers to the holiday season officially, and I will see you next week on the blog.